Hello friends. Scotty Scheffler continues his dominant play with his recent win at the BMW, the penultimate tournament of the FedEx series. And it fairly commonly comes up in the broadcast, a reference to the unusual foot action that we see with his golf swing. It obviously works brilliantly well. He's the world number one. It's not unique. We're talking about how his right foot particularly slides behind him and sometimes out of position when we look at the conventional wisdom of how the right foot would operate. And I look back to a couple of great champions. There was Greg Norman, an Australian who was remarkable, and a personal favourite of mine, Peter Oosterhuis. Both of them had very similar foot action. So it's not completely out of normal. And I want to say a little word about it. Particularly with Scotty Scheffler, you see that he doesn't hinge his wrists very much. If you look at his practice swings, there's virtually zero. So the shapes he's adopted in his address position, the configuration of his arms and club, don't change as he swings back. Now, it's true in almost probably any sport, but particularly I notice it in golf. Obviously, I'm focused on that you can't add power, you can distribute it differently. So if somebody has a golf swing that relies on a twist of the hips and a delayed uncocking of the wrist, so that just as they get to the ball, I think of Phil Mickelson, whose hands are here with the club still hinged over his left shoulder, and then straightens out with great power. That's one way to do it, and it's how a golf swing generally is accomplished. But clearly there's an alternative, because with no wrist action, all of the power is the descent of the arms and club as a unit, formed just the same way as they come through the downswing as they were at address. And that works very well, hence my remark that the power is just redistributed, it's not augmented. They both generate great power. So Newton's third law was that every force has an equal and opposite force. Every action has an equal and opposite action. And so if you're powering the downswing, as Scotty Scheffler does, with the arms and club swooping down and toward the ball, then you've got an equal and opposite force going in the other direction. So if the arms and club are going down and forward, then you've got something else going up and backward, and that's the right foot. And it's particularly noticeable with the right foot when people are on an uphill lie, where the ball is above the feet, because that's the one place where you'll see golfers slip. They don't slip randomly. It's always the right foot going out from behind them. And it's for the exact reason, and it's just augmented on that slope, which I refer to as ball high on my Sloping Lives cheat sheet. The motion of moving the club down and to the left and forward, as the golf swing requires, is matched by an equal movement going that way, and that lifts the right foot off the ground and throws it backwards. Now, if you allow that to happen with your head moving over your left toe, then that would just spin you out on your left foot and you'd hit a big pull. And I think it's very telling that the only way he tends to miss a drive, or any shot for that matter, I'm talking about Scotty Scheffler, is to go left. And he has periods where he doesn't have that completely under control, and that's about the only time he doesn't win. So it's absolutely matched to this tendency that he has with his foot. And so if he's got it under control, where he can avoid the head darting over the left foot prematurely, we're talking microscopic amounts, but as you know, in golf it matters, then he will hit the ball with tremendous power and efficiency, and not care that the right foot is actually sliding back, and in his case, to avoid diving left, slightly behind his left foot. And so that's how Scotty Scheffler accomplishes something, obviously with great skill, that is actually a part of the mechanics of golf.